Have you ever noticed that some people seem to get luckier and luckier, while others keep falling further behind? Why does one engineer become a leader after a few years, while another stays stuck despite working just as hard? Why do the rich get richer, while the poor get poorer? The answer is not talent, intelligence, or hard work, as much as it's feedback loops. And feedback loops behave exactly like compound interest. Albert Einstein supposedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. Whether he actually said it or not almost doesn't matter, because the principle is undeniable. A small amount, growing by a small percentage over time, eventually becomes enormous. The first few years barely look different. Then suddenly, the curve explodes upward or downward. Most people think careers are linear. Work hard today, get rewarded tomorrow. But careers are exponential, because every experience changes the person who creates the next experience. Confidence leads to better performance. Better performance creates recognition. Recognition creates opportunities. Opportunities develop your skills. Skills strengthen your confidence. The loop keeps feeding itself until people call you naturally talented. But the opposite is equally true. Have you ever heard that a manager can make or break your career? They're right. Imagine working for a manager who criticizes everything you say, every report you write, every presentation you give, every idea you suggest. At first, you brush it off, but after weeks or months, a belief starts to form. Maybe I'm not that competent. You become more hesitant. You stop speaking up. You second-guess your decisions. Your performance naturally declines. Your manager notices the weaker performance and criticizes you even more. Soon, your colleagues and the whole company begin criticizing you as well. You contribute less. You are not invited to important meetings. Your confidence drops further. The loop reinforces itself. What started as external criticism has become an internal identity, and it is shaping how you show up to the world, and consequently, how the world reacts to you. And now you're participating in your own downfall without even realizing it. The dangerous part about feedback loops is that after a while, the environment no longer needs to push you. You continue the pattern yourself. Negative beliefs create negative thoughts. Negative thoughts create weak actions. Weak actions create poor results. Poor results confirm the negative beliefs. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. But positive loops work exactly the same way. One mentor who believes in you, one successful project, one meeting where you impress the board members, one difficult challenge you overcome. Each one slightly changes how you see yourself. That new identity changes your behavior. Your behavior changes your results. Your results reinforce your identity. Tiny improvements begin compounding, like compound interest, like an exponential curve. At first, it's almost invisible. Then it becomes impossible to ignore. The most successful people aren't necessarily those with the highest starting point. They're often the ones who manage to place themselves inside positive feedback loops and escape negative ones. Which raises a difficult question. How much of your current performance actually belongs to you? And how much belongs to the environment surrounding you? The people you spend time with? The culture of your company? The manager you report to? The conversations you have every day? Every interaction either reinforces growth or reinforces limitation. That's why taking control of your life often starts by taking control of your loops. If you're trapped in a toxic workplace, your goal shouldn't only be surviving. It should be preparing your exit. Because every additional month strengthens the negative cycle. If your circle is filled with complainers, pessimists, and people who normalize mediocrity, reducing your exposure isn't selfish or weak, it's strategic. Because whether we realize it or not, emotions are contagious. Expectations are influenced by others. Beliefs spread. Just like feedback loops. One simple alarm signal can reveal whether you're inside a healthy loop. Ask yourself this after every conversation with a particular person, or after spending time with a certain group. Do I consistently leave feeling better or worse? More capable or more doubtful? More energized or emotionally drained? Your nervous system often detects a toxic loop long before your conscious mind does. Pay attention to it, because every conversation is either depositing confidence into your future or withdrawing it with compound interest. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to change your entire life overnight. You only need to interrupt one negative loop, one conversation, one environment, one belief, one habit at a time. Because once the direction changes, the same exponential force that was working against you starts working for you. Your career is not built by random, isolated decisions. It's built by thousands of feedback loops, silently reinforcing who you become. The question isn't whether you're living inside one. The question is the loop you're in making you stronger, or slowly convincing you that you're less than you really are? If you found value in this video, subscribe for more career breakthrough secrets. And if you're ready to take your career to the next level, check the resources under this video.